Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to the Moro arc. Hold up. Did I not pull this back all the way? I failed the recording for last time, or the recording thing did. I only watched 3 minutes and 23. No, 38 seconds. Yeah. That's it. So after that, I won't be like not surprised. But some of this, I'll have to fake the reaction for the first 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Because some of the things he says are just incredibly funny. So, like, yeah, let's get into this.
The Moro arc starts after the events of Dragon Ball Super Broly. Though we don't see those events in the manga, just assume it's basically the same as the movie. Goku and Vegeta are training and talking about never fighting together again, and doing all the other flirting you'd
What?
expect them to.
So what
Yeah,
happened
that's
with you and Ultra Instinct? Nothing much. Haven't pulled it off since the tournament.
Their date
That
gets
nerd.
interrupted by a call from Mr. Satan. Boo is being kidnapped, so he needs Goku
sad.
and Vegeta's help. Goku tells Vegeta he'll teleport them both over, but Vegeta acts like a tsundere and says that he'll just fly there himself. Goku arrives first and handles the kidnappers. Vegeta gets there shortly after, but lets Goku handle it.
Yep.
One of the kidnappers hears Mr. Satan say Goku and Vegeta's names. He seemingly knows who they are and proceeds to effortlessly speed blitz both of them, defeating them both with a stun gun. He tells the others to take Goku and Vegeta as well, so with that, the kidnappers leave
First of
Earth.
all,
When the
why
Saiyans wake
is
up,
he
they see
purple?
Jocko and find out the kidnappers are actually the
I mean,
Galactic
there are
Patrol. The
other
one who knocked out
planets.
Goku and Vegeta is called Meris, and he's the #1 Galactic Patrol agent. He explains they kidnapped Boo because they need the Great Lord of Lords who slumbers inside of him. Apparently, 10 million years ago, 5 million years before Boo absorbed the Great Lord of Lords, there was a battle with the planet eater Moro. The Great Lord of Lords thought they had no chance of winning, so he gambles it all on locking away the planet eater's magic. It costs him his god power, but it works, and the Galactic Police, the predecessors to the Galactic Patrol, take Moro into custody since he was conveniently too strong to be killed.
I thought
Even
Maris
after
was
10
Moro.
million years, he's still alive, and even worse, some of his magic has returned, so he was able to escape from prison. Unfortunately, Boo is sleeping when they need him for the 10th time this year, so it's impossible to reach the Great Lord of Lords at the moment. Goku says they'll help catch Moro, but Vegeta has something else on his mind.
This Meris. I couldn't read his key, but he's far from weak.
Yeah.
He didn't just exploit an opening.
Is
He was
it like
agile
a
enough to
red
get the drop on us in an
flag for you
instant.
guys?
That speaks to his skill.
So Goku and Vegeta are temporarily inaugurated into the
Wait,
Galactic Patrol,
or
and they
was
get
it
some cool logos on their
2:30? I
outfits.
think-
We
yeah,
get a
it
bit
was
sidetracked by the
2:30, I
Macarini gang, led by Pasta, who stole a
How
train
do you-
transporting an explosive material. It
How do you
somehow
have a
feels like
filler
filler
in a
in a
filler?
manga.
Like-
The most important thing here
A
is that
filler
this
in a
confirms to
manga,
Vegeta
filler.
that Meris is just far too fast and powerful to be an ordinary Galactic Patrol officer. Once they return to the
Cap.
Galactic Patrol HQ, they find Moro's
Maybe.
location. Goku begins to sense in the direction he's headed, but Moro can tell that
Okay,
Goku was
yeah.
searching
It
for him.
was
Vegeta is
2:30.
shocked by this, but asks
Alright,
Goku what he was able to sense. A massive key signature? Perhaps something more like God Key.
No, his key itself wasn't that huge, but it was terrifying.
You got
I've never felt
Goku
anything like it.
scared crazy. Okay,
It was as if a whole lot of people were screaming in pain.
yeah.
Since he's a planet eater, his power
mean, yeah,
is
it's
literally
kinda
a mass of
self-explanatory, right,
slaughtered
guys?
souls, which is kinda edgy, but not too edgy, so it's pretty cool. On Moro's ship, he says to his ally Cranberry,
Someone is seeking me.
however,
Cap.
he can't scan any
I'm
more than that
joking, not
himself,
Cap.
as it takes a lot out of him. Cranberry is an ex-Frieza soldier who was captured by the Galactic Patrol. He escaped with Moro and told Moro about the Namekian Dragon Balls that would allow him to regain his magic. All Cranberry asks for
For
himself
real?
is a single wish,
Like,
to which
actually,
Moro
for real?
agrees. Our heroes also figure out that Moro's destination is New Namek. Goku and Vegeta teleport to New Namek before Moro can touch down, and this time they even hold hands. Meris was too
Yeah.
distracted by his shipping dreams coming true to warn them not to confront Moro. When they arrive on Namek, they warn the Namekians.
Hold up. Wait a second. I know what Goku's gonna. Goku or Vegeta. Mainly Goku. Because he just wants to throw hands. He's gonna full on, like, see Moro, like, doing something to the Namekians or something. Why do I have to yawn? Oh my god. Well, he's gonna see them hurting the Namekians, or they're gonna end up protecting the Namekians and get in a fight that way. So I feel like there's gonna be a fight on planet Namek. I just don't know how it's gonna go. So
So
let's
they
go.
start to run away with the Dragon Balls. After they leave, Moro's ship lands and he exits. He tries to eat a Namekian child named Eska, but Vegeta acts quickly and saves him.
My god.
You would dare
Yes, he would.
interrupt my long-awaited meal?
I have a
He
troubled
drew hands
history
with
with these
that guy.
Namekians. I did them untold harm. So no, I can't allow even one more of them to perish.
Crazy.
And they are most certainly not your food.
This is actually really
Yeah,
cool to see
what he
Vegeta's
says.
regret towards the man he used to be. So Vegeta says he wants to handle Moro himself and turns Super Saiyan. He charges in, but Moro is easily able to handle Super Saiyan Vegeta, so Vegeta turns Super Saiyan God. Now it's starting to look like Vegeta will win, but Moro still has more power to show himself in the form of his magic.
Guys,
Goku
when
mentions that they
Vegeta
know he
gets
eats
Super
life
Saiyan
energy,
God,
and Moro compliments them for not being entirely ignorant. Then, as
Yeah.
Moro lifts his hands, energy begins to spew outward from New Namek. Moro explains that instead of just eating the
What?
planet's life energy,
Yo, this guy is all hacks, bro. His hacks abilities are crazy. Like, dude.
he can manipulate it into the form of attacks. Vegeta tries his best, but after finding out that this attack costs Moro no stamina, he says he
What?
can't win. He asks Moro what his goals are, and after some convincing, Moro reveals that he's after the Dragon Balls, and he wants to use them to regain his former strength. And that's all Vegeta needed to hear. He calls Moro rotten scum that's worth killing for sure. Vegeta
Yeah.
quickly turns Super Saiyan Blue and begins to easily beat Moro.
You were concealing this strength?
Like you were hiding your true intent?
Everything is going well until Goku starts to notice something is wrong. Moro forms a huge ball with Namek's life energy.
Why
Vegeta
is
says
the
it's
ground
useless,
gray,
but Moro
not green?
doesn't use it to
Oh.
attack. Instead,
I'm just-
he eats it and gains a massive power-up as a result. Vegeta thinks
Dude.
Moro's power-up isn't nearly enough and tries to transform to
Oh my god. This guy's like invincible now. He can just use energy and then eat it. Dude, yeah, he's like, lend me your energy. And if you say no, he's gonna take it. Wait, wait. I know there's more arcs, so they're not gonna die, or he's gonna run. One of them are gonna run. I don't know, or they're just gonna go. And then I know they go to Earth. What if they fight the androids in their energy? They have infinite energy, or is it stamina or whatever? Why doesn't he just take all their energy and just eat it? So like he's infinitely more powerful. If you think about it, that makes sense. If I'm missing something, please tell me. I turn comments on actually. So yeah. I'll stop yapping.
face him again, but
I can't turn Super Saiyan!
not only can Moro absorb
What?
a planet's energy, but he takes energy from the life forms on
I
the
wanna
planet
see
as
that
well.
happen.
As you were saying,
Maybe more.
I was hiding my true intent.
Goku jumps
When
in to
did
help
you
Vegeta,
ever
but neither of them have enough
Vegeta
energy to handle
actually
Moro
pull
now.
it
Goku feels bad for the Namekians, but he knows they can't
call
stay
it
there,
and
so he grabs
acting like
Vegeta to
you
teleport away. But Goku doesn't even have enough ki for instant transmission.
Yo, what? Has this ever happened? I swear this hasn't happened. I might have forgotten. But, dude, this guy's OP. Just like, oh, give me your energy. Now you can't do anything. Now you're gonna die or something like that. Dude, this guy's crazy.
Which I think is a first for the series. With no escape, Moro grabs the two Saiyans and takes a large portion of their life energy. Then Moro begins to change.
Incredible. that the energy from a mere pair of beings could restore my flesh to this extent.
What?
With Vegeta and Goku handled, Moro and Cranberry began to hunt the Dragon
So
Balls.
you're
Back at the
saying Goku Vegeta's energy was. Wait, is this like his peak strength or like strongest? Because if that's true, how strong was Vegeta and Goku while fighting him? Or Vegeta while fighting him? Because if he can make Moro his strongest self without magic, what do you think he's gonna be like with the magic, dude? Like, actually. This is gonna be crazy. Hold on,
Galactic
pause.
Patrol HQ, Boo has finally woken up, and they received a report that Goku and Vegeta's life signatures were detected on New Namek. They were actually saved by Eska and Elder Mori, though they were unconscious for 3 whole days. Luckily for them, Moro is taking his sweet time collecting the Dragon Balls because plot, I guess? So he only has 3 Dragon Balls as of now. The Namekians
What?
have a plan though. Their greatest warriors started assimilating in order to defend their world. Dozens of Namekians merge into one, and the resulting warrior
Yo, everyone knows what's gonna happen right now. He's smirking. He can know people are coming at him. And, like, bro, he's smirking, talking. Look at that grin. Dude, watch him. He he's just gonna like do some Toji stuff, like boop boop bang, and then he's done. Watch it.
flies directly at
I
Moro,
mean,
but without even looking at him,
okay, I didn't even think he would. I didn't even think he was gonna get one shot. I thought he'd get toyed around with or one shot. I never said one shot.
Moro impales the Namekian's greatest savior.
Was
Crazy.
this your savior by chance? Apologies. He was dead before I could even see his face.
Vegeta realizes that Moro is using the villages to find the Dragon Balls, but right as he figures that out, Moro learns to sense the Dragon Balls directly, so
Yo, what? I mean, they do have magic with them, but like, dude, y- Goku, Vegeta, you gotta learn this. So you don't have to carry around a metal thing or whatever. Okay. Okay, I've been wasting time talking to you guys. This is dumb. Okay.
hiding the final Dragon Ball just isn't an option anymore. Goku and Vegeta sense Moro approaching, and even on the brink of death themselves, they power up to face him one final time, knowing
You guys
he'll likely
didn't
die.
even
But before they
get
can,
close to
another
me.
ship shows up
In
behind
base.
Moro's, and on top of
mean,
it
in
is
blue.
Maris. He shoots down Moro's ship, and he uses a net specifically designed to trap Moro. It still won't hold the Planet Eater for long, though, so their true plan begins, and Boo is dropped from the ship as well.
Oh
Not
my
only
God,
that,
he's
the Galactic
sleeping.
Patrol were able to bring out the memories of the great Lord of Lords.
Crazy.
Moro and Boo
Crazy.
begin to get angry at each other as they reminisce. Moro breaks out of the netting, and their battle begins. With the memories of the great Lord of Lords and Boo's unique physical abilities, it seems like he can
What?
actually win this.
Y'all, this is why they didn't bring him to the Tournament of Power. It's 'cause he wasn't fit. He might just fall asleep in there. And this guy is straight hacks. Like, dude, not even like Cell got this. I don't know a single character that has this much hacks or whatever. I'm not sure what hacks is. I just know it's like something. But like, I know that's hacks. I'm not sure about Jinwoo. I swear Jinwoo from solo leveling has hacks. But not to this extent.
Even Moro's energy absorption doesn't work, and it seems like
Oh,
Boo got a
crazy.
power up from having the memories awakened.
You know Boo's cooking when you got this guy making that face, Dude, like, okay,
Maris tells him to seal away Moro's magic, but as he begins to, the sky turns dark. Cranberry
Oh,
has collected
no.
the final Dragon Ball. Before Goku and Vegeta can intervene, Cranberry wishes back Moro's full magical abilities.
my
After getting his
God.
power back, he flies towards Purunga and kills Cranberry. Moro wanted a second wish after all, and since Cranberry used the first one to heal himself, that left nothing for the ex-Frieza soldier. Now it was time for the third wish.
I wonder if you can grant this one.
When Goku and Vegeta finally catch him, Moro has already made his wishes, but he's hiding what the final
was
one
the
was.
wish?
He then tells them that he has no need to fight anymore and runs away, suppressing his ki as he does. Boo and Maris
Crazy.
catch up with them, and Boo quickly heals everyone that's still alive. Meanwhile, Moro begins to eat the entirety of planet Namek.
Props
After healing everyone, Boo's face changes to the Great Lord of Lords' face. He says he'll swap
Oh.
places with Boo
I mean, the
until Moro
haircut
is
kinda
defeated.
tells.
With that, Goku, Vegeta, and the Great Lord of Lords teleport to Moro
Why is Vegeta's hands pink? Okay.
for the final confrontation. Moro uses illusions to buy himself time while he absorbs the energy of Namek from outer space, a place where Vegeta and Goku can't reach him. So,
Yo, why can't they go into space? Bardock went into space, or right on the outside of the, right next to space on the atmosphere of Vegeta, planet Vegeta, and Goku and God was sparring with Beerus at like in space, literally in space. I don't know why. It's crazy.
Great Lord of Lords goes on his own. It's immediately clear, though, that Moro is stronger than the Great Lord of Lords, so the weird abilities of Boo don't matter anymore. The Great Lord of Lords threatens to seal Moro's magic, but Moro calls his bluff, saying he doesn't have the god power required to unleash that ability anymore. As Moro beats him down, there's a memory that appears to the Lord of Lords. It's the end of the Boo saga, where Goku kills Kid Boo, and
Oh
now
my
the Great Lord of Lords
God.
understands.
Dude, Goku just killed their chance. Right? I mean, probably not, because Goku either becomes friends with Moro, or, like, they jump him and kill him. Because, like, there's another arc, if there wasn't, you die. Why do I have to yawn all the time? Only when I'm recording. I swear, when I'm not recording, I don't yawn. Crazy. Well, yeah, let's get back.
That Kid Buu had his god powers. Moro saw the memories as well, and now he's even more confident that no one can challenge him. Meanwhile, Maris asks Goku and Vegeta if they're sure they're stronger than Moro, and Vegeta says, magic aside, yes. Maris then puts on a spacesuit and says he'll get Moro back to planet Namek so they can fight him. With the help of the Great Lord of Lords, Maris is able to distract Moro and teleport him back to Namek. Goku and Vegeta teleport over as well and confront Moro again, but this time at full power. However, Moro laughs at them for thinking they can win.
You seem to have
Yo,
forgotten
I'm
something quite
getting
important.
hungry. I'll be
The
right back.
third wish.
I'll keep.
It's revealed
the
that Moro
video
wished
playing.
for every Galactic Patrol prisoner to be released. Side note, waiting a month on a massive cliffhanger only to find out he wished for prisoners to be released was super underwhelming. Remember, Jocko could handle most of these guys himself. Anyway, the prisoners arrive on Namek just in time to facilitate Moro's escape. He empowers an army of them to battle Goku and Vegeta, and while they're easily beaten even with the power-up, Moro is slowly draining Goku and Vegeta's energy along with Namek's. It eventually gets so bad that they can't transform at all. Maris and Jocko jump in to help the Saiyans and the Great Lord of Lords retreat. But as Goku gets ready to teleport them away, Vegeta begins to rant about not liking weird techniques. Goku continues to reach out to him, but he refuses.
Go ahead, Kakarot. This is where we part ways.
Goku and the others return to the Galactic Patrol HQ, and Vegeta boards Agent Iriko's ship, but they're not returning to the Galactic Patrol HQ.
We're going to planet Yardrat.
The planet with all the weird techniques. Despite his Saiyan pride wanting him to simply overpower his opponent, Vegeta understands he needs to do whatever it takes
I'm
to
back.
win. Vegeta decides to rest for the journey, but before he does,
Sorry, I
he
might
makes a
be
promise
flexing
to
food in your
himself.
face, I'm sorry.
I will achieve victory next time. Over
Cap.
Moro, over those convicts,
Vegeta
and over
never
Kakarot.
looks
A
good
few
in
days pass, and the
fights.
prisoners go on a rampage around the universe, specifically finding planets for Moro to consume. Goku and Meris are concerned at how Moro is growing even more powerful, and Meris says their odds of victory are now virtually zero. But Goku isn't so sure.
Even if you were fighting seriously?
Goku throws a serious punch at Meris, and he dodges it easily, which seems to prove Goku's theory. Goku asks to spar with Meris, and Meris agrees. They go into a training room and face off. Goku seemingly can't land a hit, even after turning Super Saiyan 3, so before they destroy the training room, Goku asks Meris to train him. Meris agrees and says he knows just the place. Meanwhile, the Macarini gang are doing their own thing, while pretending to work for Moro. They even remember Jocko talking about Earth before they got captured, so Earth is now a target for the forces of Moro. See? The train section was important after all. At the same time, Vegeta has finally arrived on Yardrat. He's greeted by the Yardrattians, which is what they're called in the manga, but I'm just gonna call them Yardrats because that's easier to say, who come in two types. This is done to canonize both the anime design and the Toriyama design for their race, since they were never seen in the original manga. Pretty smart, actually. They apparently heard about Vegeta from Goku in the past, and most strangely, they say Goku defeated the Ginyu Force on their planet. I guess that means there were more Ginyus than the main 5 we saw on Namek. Vegeta then meets Elder Paibara, the Yardrat that taught Goku instant transmission, and will be the one to teach Vegeta what they call spirit control, a way to use your ki in order to use techniques like these.
Teach me this so-called spirit control.
A few days after that, Goku and Meris leave the Galactic Patrol HQ to begin their training. Back on Earth, Piccolo is concerned that he can't get in touch with New Namek and fears something terrible has happened to the Namekians. His worries are interrupted when he senses the Macarini gang approaching Earth and goes to investigate them. They shoot at him immediately, but he's too fast and is quickly able to handle them all. At the same time, Bulma meets up with Dende to tell him that Jocko wants to recruit Piccolo into the Galactic Patrol. Bulma then calls Jocko again, and they learn about Moro, the prisoners, and the fate of planet Namek. Unfortunately, as Dende realizes the Macarini gang are involved, Piccolo has already decided to let them go. Dende quickly tells him to stop them, and he does, but not before Pasta could report back to Moro about Earth and its energy. Moro decides to send a stronger scouting team to confirm it's actually worth his time. As they make their way, Goku and Meris continue their training. Meris explains the true nature of Ultra Instinct and how to trigger it. You can't simply be calm, but you have to remain calm in the face of an overwhelming shock to your emotions. After saying the technique by name, it's confirmed that Goku was right about Meris. After their talk, Meris takes Goku into a place similar to the Room of Spirit and Time on Earth, except this one only passes 3 days inside for every 1 day outside. Now, the real training begins. You'd think Goku would tell Meris about the one on Earth so they could get more time to train, but it's not even brought up as an option, so moving on, I guess. Back.
Yeah, I know why. I know why. Like, I don't know why, but like, act like your friend brings you to his house, okay? And then you're like, oh, yeah, let's go to when he's cooking stuff for you. He's about done. And then you're like, oh yeah, we should go to this guy, this restaurant, so we can get some good food. You don't do that, so you really just should go along. Unless he's okay with it. I'm not sure if he would be or not, so let's get back to the video.
On Earth, they tried to gather all of Earth's greatest warriors, but only Krillin was available. They'll have to make do, since 3 stronger prisoners made their way to Earth through a portal that was made by an android called 7-3. This android is able.
Yo, does he take all the energy from this android and then, like, becomes almost invincible? Then Goku, Vegeta fuse and they somehow do Ultra Instinct infusion. So it'll be crazy, right? Probably. Who is that? Who's this?
to copy the abilities of others for 30 minutes by grabbing their necks. The portal he made was one such ability. Without hesitation, 7-3 is able to grab Piccolo's neck and copy his abilities as well, even after being warned by Jocko. Krillin goes to help Piccolo, but Yumba drags him into a fight instead. Things are seeming bad for Earth's fighters here. Krillin is struggling with Yumba, Jocko is barely holding on against Shiromecha, and Piccolo has to deal with fighting a copy of himself with infinite stamina. It's looking bleak for Earth. That's when Gohan arrives. As the strongest fighter currently on the planet, Gohan is easily handling 7-3. Right as Gohan is about to finish off 7-3, his copy of Piccolo runs out, and he switches to a stored copy. This one is Moro. With the ability to absorb energy, he only targets the 4 fighters in front of him, and now they have no chance of winning. As they begin to reach the brink of death, Piccolo tells the prisoners that even if they fall today, Goku and Vegeta will come back to Earth and finish them off. This intrigues Moro, since the idea of Goku and Vegeta returning to Earth stronger than ever could lead to the greatest meal in the universe. So he has 7-3 and the others retreat for now. They say they'll return to Earth in 20 Earth days, but Jocko is able to buy them more time. They have 2 months in total until Moro and the prisoners return to Earth. Maris is informed of the 2 months that they have, meaning they only have 6 months to train in the time chamber, so they get back to it immediately. However, they're being watched by Whis, who's visiting the Grand Priest. The Grand Priest explains that Maris is an angel in training. He was dispatched to Universe 7 in order for him to broaden his perspective. Angel law prohibits angels from acting in a biased manner, hence why they aren't allowed to truly fight and only train. Whis vouches for Maris, saying he hasn't broken any angel laws yet, and that he'll keep an eye on his younger brother. The Grand Priest agrees and wishes Whis luck, as he doesn't want to lose an angel. On Yardrat, Vegeta and Iriko have no contact with the Galactic Patrol, so they know nothing about what's happened on Earth. So Vegeta just continues his training without knowing the time limit Earth has. He's already managed to learn basic spirit control, so now it's time to learn the abilities of Yardrat. Paibara is about to teach him instant transmission, which is considered a basic technique, but then some of Moro's forces land on Yardrat. Vegeta goes to handle it, but his power has already grown far larger than he ever expected. A blast he intended to just destroy a communicator with instead blasted away an abandoned Yardrat city. As he defeats the escaped prisoners, they mention that Earth is the next target for Moro, though they don't tell him about the 2-month wait. Thankfully, Vegeta can sense Earth from Yardrat and knows that Moro isn't there yet, so he has time to continue his training. However, he has to kick it into high gear, skipping the basics and going straight for the technique that can beat Moro. Moro can sense how powerful Vegeta has become and gets excited.
In that case, I shall stock up and reach the upper limits of my
Hold up. So you can just stalk people from anywhere in the universe. Dude, you hear this? This is crazy.
power before traveling to Earth. Assuming such limits even exist.
That's called foreshadowing. So, Moro consumes planets while Goku and Vegeta continue their training until 2 months finally pass. Maris and Goku are going to have a final spar, and Maris is about to go all out. But before they can begin, Whis stops them. Whis explains that clashing at full power is considered a battle, so that would have broken Angel Law even if he called it training. Maris apologizes, but Whis is even more annoyed by the fact that Maris intended to do battle against Moro alongside Goku. Now that Goku knows Maris is an angel, everything makes sense. He asks Whis what happens if an angel breaks their laws. Angels who break our code are eradicated without a
What? Do you hear this? Wait. So is that why Whis is so chill and just like nonchalant, not just to make people mad? Because he wants to stay alive? Okay. Well, sometimes it's funny when he's like rage baiting on purpose, because like he wants to stay alive. Like, bro. But what if Beerus orders him? Or Beerus is about to die? That's what I'm confused about. I mean, like, fighting him to see, like, who. Or trying to be the next God of Destruction. Yeah, that aside, I think we would have to help. I think. I'm not sure.
trace. It's the only way an angel can die. Weirdly, this implies that even Zeno can't remove them from existence, unless that's
Cap.
It's just a given, something to note for the future, I guess. So Whis takes Meris back to Beerus's planet and leaves it to Goku to finish the fight. The only issue is they leave Goku behind, so he has to figure out how to get back to Earth on his own. On Earth, the entire Galactic Patrol has arrived to fight the invading forces, as well as all the greatest fighters on Earth, minus Goten, Trunks, and the androids. The prisoners begin to spread across the planet, so everyone splits up to handle them. The main battle for now is Piccolo and Gohan versus 7-3. But before they even know they're fighting him, he uses the copied abilities of an invisible race to sneak up behind and grab their necks. Things may seem bad, but Gohan and Piccolo prepared for his copy ability, and since he can only use one copy ability at a time, they are able to outperform him with combination attacks. Pushed to the brink of death, 7-3 changes to Moro's abilities again, but when he tries to absorb the ki of the two in front of him, nothing happens. Android 17 and 18
Wait,
are here
what?
actually, and they don't have ki.
Wait, so you can't take stuff from androids. Oh, so Moro won't be invincible. Okay, or near invincible. Okay, got it.
So they're the perfect opponents for 7-3 with this copy ability. It seems
Yeah.
like the battle is going in Earth's favor, but then Moro and Sagambo make their way down as well.
Whoa.
The human
Why
fighters have
does
handled
he
their
actually
initial
look
foes, but
kinda
soon they're
tough?
overwhelmed by stronger enemies. As Moro and Sagambo touch down on Earth, Piccolo knows immediately that he's on a different level than the others. Before Moro can fight, Sagambo offers to do it himself, and Moro agrees, even granting the prisoner more.
He's the person who let Vegeta, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, he tried to run a fade, but, like, bro, he got cooked. Moro mid. He wasn't really like cooking or losing. So yeah, let's get to the video. I don't want you guys to be waiting so long.
Of his power. With this much energy, everything went from great to hopeless on every front. Even with Gohan, Piccolo, and the androids fighting together, Sagambo is just way too powerful. Now nowhere on Earth is doing well. As things start to look desperate, Goku starts getting close enough to Earth to sense what's going on, but they're still too far to teleport to, until Krillin gambles it all and raises his ki as high as it can go in the hopes of Goku.
Yo, this guy Krillin, this is crazy. Cause he's like, we're cooked anyways. Might as well just see if Goku's out there trying to teleport. Maybe he knows. If I were the other Z fighters, I'd join in. Like, dude, Goku and Vegeta are only chance, and most likely Goku and Vegeta are together. So, like, makes sense.
Finding it. It works, and Goku teleports to Krillin just in time.
Sorry I have a habit of showing up late, Krillin.
With Goku now on Earth, he quickly goes around saving the other human fighters, then teleports to the main battlefield where he can easily handle Sagambo. Goku is actually moving so fast only Jocko and Moro can see him, a true testament to how much stronger he's gotten. Moro and Goku have a little bromance until Sagambo gets back up and interrupts. So Goku puts him down again, but he just keeps getting back up. It turns out that Moro has given him more power and continues to give him even more power on top of that. But Sagambo's body can't handle it. After a few more power boosts, Sagambo drops dead, leaving only Moro for Goku to face. Goku gets angry at how Moro treated Sagambo, but he tells Moro he's ready to show the power he's gained from his training. In an instant, the rage leaves his face as he closes his eyes and returns to base form. When he opens them, he's transformed. But this isn't something Moro has seen before.
What?
This is
Oh, you're saying my Dragon Ball GOAT can just lock in at any time? Dude, the power scale rankings are gonna be crazy now. Like, oh, base Goku can instantly turn into Ultra. Wait, but yeah, that would. So, like, they would have to amp up Ultra Instinct Sign power, right? Because he can just lock into it and it's not a one time thing, right? Yeah. So let's get back to the video.
no mortal ability.
That's right. The
Cap.
initial stage of the technique of the gods. Ultra Instinct.
Mr. Popo solo is a whole verse. I don't care what you say. No, I'm joking. But Mr. Popo does solo all Earth fighters, including Goku, Vegeta. I don't care what you say. Mm-mm. No one at the Tournament of Power besides the... Maybe he ties Beerus, but can't be Angels. I'm sorry, Mr. Popo. I'm joking. I don't know.
Sign.
Goku and Moro begin to clash, and it seems that Goku has the upper hand. Moro's magic proves a little tricky, but it's nothing that Goku can't handle. Gohan tells his father to go all out, not worrying about damaging the Earth since they can fix it with the Dragon Balls. The same thing Goku said to Gohan in the Cell Saga. I'm sure this is the only Cell Saga reference.
Yo, we already got Dragon Ball Superhero. The movie thing. Like, Gohan Beast Dark. So, like, dude, are you serious? No way we get a Cell representation arc, dude. Like, I swear, if this guy's like Cell, I mean, he doesn't look like Cell, right? Okay.
As the fight goes on, it becomes more even the more magic Moro uses, but Moro still hasn't tried absorbing Goku's ki. When he finally does try to get a lock on Goku to steal energy from him, Goku begins to move at top speed to avoid it. With Moro's main ability nullified, it seems like Goku can actually win the fight. Back on Beerus's planet, Whis and Meris are observing the battle. Whis praises Meris's training and asks if they'll see Goku's silver-haired form as well, but Meris says no. Back on Earth, Moro snickers and tells Goku energy absorption isn't his win condition. He's been holding back his power until this very moment. Once Moro powers up, he's easily able to grab Goku and drain his ki. Moro even noticed that Goku can't maintain the form for extended battles. With Goku back in his base, it seems hopeless, but thankfully Goku still has more power left, and what Moro...
Dude, this is plot armor. I swear to God. Dude, he just drained like all your energy. How are you back in like your top form? Besides Ultra Instinct, I mean like ever top form, but current top form to your top form.
said made him even more confident he can win this fight if he attacks with everything he has. Now, with both of them at full power, they're back to a virtually even fight. Meris and Whis aren't sure if Goku's strategy is the best, but Moro is stronger than Goku and Meris predicted, so he doesn't have a choice but to gamble it all on this. Back on Yardrat, Vegeta has finally mastered the technique he needs to beat Moro. He asks Baibara to be teleported to Earth, but Yardrats are forbidden from teleporting off their planet, and even if they could, they can't teleport somewhere they've never been before. This is weird, because in the Cell Saga, Goku went to New Namek despite never being there before and never meeting any of the Namekians on the planet. But I guess the explanation of looking for key signatures like Piccolo's is good enough? I don't know. This tension is pretty forced. Anyway, even if these arbitrary rules weren't in place, Paibara can't sense Goku because he's using God Ki. So Vegeta just asks to be taught instant transmission since he needs to get to Earth as soon as possible. Goku tries to use as much power as he can, but relying on power alone only hinders Ultra Instinct, so he loses the fight and is knocked out of Ultra Instinct's sign. The androids step in to help since their energy can't be absorbed, which allows Goku to survive. On Yardrat, Vegeta desperately tries to lock onto Goku's ki, but he can't do it. Paibara senses that Goku's ki has returned and offers to break their rules for this emergency, but Vegeta says he can do it. So he tries again, and after locking onto Goku's ki, he teleports off Yardrat and arrives
Yo,
on Earth. Android 17 and 18 are doing their best, but they aren't strong enough to beat Moro. Vegeta appears on the battlefield right after. Goku is shocked to see him use instant transmission, but he assures Goku that he probably can never use it again. Vegeta then has the androids back off and steps in to fight Moro himself. Vegeta transforms into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution and taunts Moro.
You want someone stronger than you? You found him.
Even after talking big, Vegeta's first attack barely phases Moro. It seems like he was just hyping himself up with nothing to support it. Everyone thinks Vegeta is going crazy since he clearly can't win, but don't worry, Piccolo assures everyone that Vegeta has never been one to...
Yo, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. This is so cap. Dude.
To misread an opponent's strength. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just too funny. Anyways, as Vegeta continues to fight, it becomes clear that Moro is being worn down and Vegeta is starting to deal damage. Goku is the first to realize it, and he knows what technique Vegeta is using.
Vegeta! This new move of yours, it's forced spirit fission.
Moro returns to his older self and asks what Vegeta has done.
All that spirit you stole for yourself, those souls, that life energy, I've simply liberated it.
It's like Moro's planet-eating power or a spirit bomb in reverse. Goku explains to the others that forced spirit fission tears things apart that were combined through fusion or absorption. Vegeta even says he could separate Piccolo, Nail, and Kami if he wanted to. This is cool, but it causes a tiny and annoying issue as well. If Goku knew about this technique since he was on Yardrat, wouldn't he think it useful to learn after facing beings like Cell or Boo who literally absorb people? It would have been much better if him knowing about
Dude. If wasn't this like right after the Frieza arc? Or am I slow? It couldn't be after Boo. Because he was using instant transmission a lot. Like, near the Android saga. Right? I don't know.
the technique just wasn't included, I think. Anyway, Vegeta is flirting with Goku instead of focusing on the battle like the tsundere that he is until Moro jumps back into the fight. There's still nothing he can do, and Moro's body begins to return to its old state. At this rate, he'll die from old age rather than the fight at hand. As the energy returns to the planets they were stolen from, some will be restored, but those who were dead for too long will sadly remain dead. New Namek is a case where people did get revived despite being dead for over 2 months. Eska thinks it's the Dragon Balls protecting them, and I'm not gonna complain about this, but it is weird. All this weird stuff, by the way, has been happening in one chapter. I don't know what was going on this month. Piccolo rambles about how Vegeta has become a better person and how Goku hasn't changed since day one, something I vehemently disagree with, though it isn't worth getting into here. Moro asks if Vegeta thinks he isn't going to hell, but Vegeta thinks he likely is, possibly due to the conversation he had with Piccolo in the Buu saga, and his own self-reflection in this very arc.
At the end of the day, I'm a villain too. I've been prepared for that for quite some time.
After that passes, Moro uses his magic to escape, and he fries Shirameka and devours 7-3. This causes Moro to transform and become even stronger.
I thought the old form was his peak. Then he got an upgrade boost, so he wasn't that old. And now, he looks sick. Wait.
Stronger than he was before, since 7-3 had a backup of Moro saved within him, power and all. That's right, Moro has achieved some sort of perfection, you could say, by absorbing an android. That sounds vague.
Dude, we don't need another cell replication arc or like resemblance arc thing. Yeah, whatever. Cause like, dude, we don't need this, dude. This is two in like, I don't know, three arcs. Cause I think it's Moro, Granola, Superhero. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'll unpause it.
Familiar. With this new strength, Moro is easily able to handle Vegeta, and now there's no one that can oppose him. Vegeta gets back up and tries to use Force Spirit Fission again, but Moro has seen through the technique, realizing that Vegeta needs to inflict damage.
This guy playing like some Goku Black, dude. Literally Goku Black. Okay, let's go.
In order for it to work, so he just has to avoid his attacks. Gohan says it's fine since 7-3's copy ability only lasts 30 minutes, so they can stall him out. But Moro tells them that 7-3's copy is simply returning to the original, so no such time limit should exist. A similar thing happened with Merge Zamasu in the Dragon Ball Super manga, so this makes sense. Then Moro even grabs Vegeta's neck and copies his abilities as well. He uses a Big Bang attack to finish the Saiyan Prince, and Piccolo even notes that with Force Spirit Fission, Moro can even nullify fusion. With no one left to fight, Dende
Isn't that obvious? It literally is meant to unfuse or do whatever with fuse stuff or like fuse power stuff. So you can't be talking. Oh my god.
Makes the
Okay,
courageous
let's go.
decision as Earth's god to go down and help them by healing everyone. Krillin has a bag of senzu and is trying his best to make it back to them as well. As those two
Okay,
make their
good
way
job,
over,
Krillin.
the main battle hasn't stopped. Gohan and Piccolo make an opening for Goku to use an instant transmission Kamehameha, and if that wasn't enough of a reference, Moro just regenerates from it like Cell does. Then he stabs his newly created arm through Goku's chest. Also, Moro makes up some bullshit about having 7-3's old copy abilities forever. Why? Who knows? It literally doesn't make sense. He could have just grabbed Piccolo's neck again to regenerate. Then he uses Piccolo's telepathy so he can listen in on Dende, who's telling Piccolo he's coming to heal them. Because of that, Moro creates a barrier around the battlefield so Krillin and Dende are now locked out. One by one, Moro starts to finish everyone off until only Jocko is left. Dende watches from outside the barrier in horror until it opens in front of him and an angel tells him it isn't over yet. Then we see Meris save Jocko at the last second, imbuing a blaster shot with his own energy. Before Moro can see what happened, all the injured fighters were moved somewhere else so they could be healed by Dende. Meris then begins to battle Moro, and the Planet Eater notes that Meris has no detectable energy, even though he did before. Meris is actually using his God Ki, and because of it, he's actually doing well. Meanwhile, Whis and Beerus are over with Dende and the others. They were the ones who got them away from Moro, but with that done, Beerus says they're going to Bulma's place for some food. Dende begins to heal everyone, starting with Goku. It takes a little bit longer because of the type of wound he has, but eventually Goku is fully healed. When he learns that Meris is fighting Moro, though, he flies over immediately. Goku stops Meris before he disappears and takes over the fight with Ultra Instinct Sign, but it simply isn't enough for an even stronger Moro. Goku is frustrated that he couldn't master Ultra Instinct, but Meris tells him one final push should be all he needs. While they're talking, Moro grabs Meris' neck to try and copy his abilities, but Meris cuts off Moro's hand before he can copy them. Meris retaliates by using his angel powers to seal away.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You're cooked. Okay. Bye, Moro. We aren't seeing you ever again. Peace.
Moro's copy ability. I know it looks like he's just destroying the crystals, but it's specifically called a sealing technique, which explains why he can't just regenerate them. Beerus can sense that Meris is using his angel powers and tells Whis they're heading back to stop him. On the battlefield, Meris begins to explain how the Galactic Patrol changed him and made him grow a sense of justice. Even beyond that, meeting Goku and his friends solidified those ideals. Meris begins to charge one final attack and begins to think back to a conversation he had with Goku about Goku's constant heroics. Goku denies any heroism and talks as if it's all selfish desire that just happens to work out in the end. Again, I disagree with this being in the original manga, as he often did things for others first, then himself if it works out that way, but that's a video for a different day. Moro tries to stop Meris with a large energy ball, but Meris flies straight through it, and with that attack, Meris had sealed all the crystals and his own fate.
Goku, should you achieve Ultra Instinct at your current strength, it will be far more stable than ever before. You will not fall to Moro, not to anyone else for that matter. I've come to love this galaxy, this universe full of excitement. Please, protect it all.
A menacing aura engulfs Goku as rage begins to boil within him.
Yo, I bet Whis is cooked for letting him die.
His emotions begin to swell as he talks about how Meris fought for the sake of the entire universe, but with a deep breath, he calms himself down. He asks Jocko why he joined the Galactic Patrol, and Jocko tells him to preserve peace in the galaxy, and the outfits were cool. Goku is happy that his main reason is the same as Meris, and he says that since he's in the Galactic Patrol as well, protecting the universe is his job too. Moro gets back up and asks where Meris went.
Maris may be gone, but his will lives on in me.
Then, his power begins to flare up. A giant aura engulfs the battlefield before dissipating to reveal Goku with silver hair. Just to recap, a character introduced in this arc died to the main villain and left words of encouragement leading to a transformation. I'll let you figure out what that's about.
Dude, don't rage bait me anymore. I swear to God.
parallel to. The power of Ultra Instinct has a strange calmness to it, and it instinctively terrifies Moro. Any attack Moro tries just can't hit Goku, and every attack of Goku's lands stronger than ever before.
Crazy.
But how are you dodging like that?
Not thinking.
What?
My body's acting on its own and deciding how to dodge, which is why your attacks can't hit me.
Moro powers up to full in hopes of closing the gap, but Goku is simply too far ahead. Goku lands a powerful punch that sends shockwaves across the entire Earth, and there's just no way for Moro to even begin to fight back. As Moro is on the brink of death, he begs for his life, and Goku asks Jaco if Moro was sentenced to death, and after hearing that he was, he resigns from the Galactic Patrol in favor of fighting him like an Earthling. Krillin finally makes it to the battlefield, and Goku, in one of my least favorite scenes, takes the Senzu from him, giving one to Moro in exchange for him returning to prison. The context here is different, but if you want to say this is a Cell Saga parallel, I would
Don't start it. Oh my god.
wouldn't blame you. So, Moro agrees to Goku's conditions, but after eating his Senzu, he betrays Goku as he obviously would, and that terrible moment is made up for by Goku's Ultra Instinct
Aura. Okay, plus 10,000 aura right there.
hardening his body automatically to protect him from Moro's attack, immediately breaking the Planet Eater's hand, which is literally the most badass thing. After breaking his hand on Goku's body,
Sorry
Moro
for this
crumples
one.
to the
It's not
ground.
me.
Then Goku powers down and talks to him.
Have you ever trained?
And Goku is disappointed Moro will never be able to change. He knows he has to kill him now after they're done talking. He asks Moro one more time if he's willing to return to prison quietly, but that's when Moro sees the hand that Marish chopped off earlier, and he says he's never going back. So, Goku says he has no choice but to kill him to uphold Maris's will. Moro asks who Maris really was, and Goku basically just explains everything. Now knowing that Maris could use the same ability as Goku, he quickly pulls the hand that grabbed Maris's neck over to himself, and he begins to transform. His hair turns silver as well, and he begins to use Maris's Ultra
Let's go.
Instinct.
Prediction, please say it's true. He's gonna go boom boom. Just like that other guy. And then everyone's happy ever after. Or whatever they say in stories.
That whelp's abilities are now mine.
This is another parallel to Cell, who gained power like Gohan's after becoming Super Perfect Cell. They begin to fly around the Earth at full speed, clashing as they do, but as the fight goes on, Moro's body starts to inflate strangely. Goku tells him it's like what happened to Sagambo, his body just isn't trained to hold that much power. So Goku gives Moro a final warning.
Abandon Maris's abilities, or be destroyed by them.
Moro says he has no limits, remember that foreshadowing from earlier, and begins to seek a body that can
Don't start it.
contain the power, and eventually he uses his magic to merge with the Earth itself.
I have become one with...
Talk about Planet Eater Moro. Ha ha. No, dude is the planet.
this planet of yours. Behold!
Bro really said can't beat him, join him.
I've done away with my limits.
Whis explains that Moro being merged with the planet means they share the same fate now. If Moro is destroyed, the Earth will be destroyed as well, and the resulting energy might even destroy the whole galaxy. So basically, our protagonist didn't finish the villain when they had the chance, leading to them potentially self-destructing along with the Earth. Do I really need to say what that?
Bro. I'm about to crash out.
That's a parallel to? Moro then begins to absorb energy from everyone touching the planet, and that energy swell within him will be a problem if this isn't handled quickly.
Looks like I have no choice. It's a special case, so I'll lend a hand.
But right as he's about to, Whis gets a summon from the Grand Priest, likely to do with Maris. Before they leave, Whis tells Goku the way to beat Moro and save the Earth is to destroy the crystal on his head. If done properly, it'll release Maris's copied abilities.
You have already acquired divine power. Have faith in your strength.
With that, Beerus and Whis leave, but Moro begins to hide the crystal in his expanding body. That's when Vegeta flies in and begins to punch the Earth to use Force Spirit Vision. As the power leaves Moro, the crystal reappears, and Vegeta yells at Goku to destroy it.
Everything's riding on this fist of mine.
And Goku flies in to finish the fight. However, Moro manages to stop Goku before he reaches the crystal, and he sucks the power out of Goku, forcing him back.
Okay, what happens? Does Beerus just somehow breaks it and destroys him? Or like, how this work? Explain.
To base form. Piccolo asks Vegeta if he can use Force Spirit Vision in reverse, and he says it's possible, so they donate their ki to Goku, as do everyone on the lookout, and even
Lend me your energy. Chat.
Goten and Trunks, but it isn't enough. Goku can only return to Super Saiyan Blue with that much power. Now it seems truly hopeless. They begin to discuss other options, but Moro has gone insane and will likely blow up on his own even if they do nothing. That's when a massive amount of divine power makes
Who subdued the spirit bomb? And out of anywhere you're throwing it, you're throwing it at Moro. He's just gonna eat it.
its way towards the battlefield, more than enough for Goku to finish the fight.
God power? I feel divine strength. But how? This ridiculous amount?
Who did it?
Who sent this?
Jocko had gotten the Great Lord of Lords, but that isn't whose key this is. The Great Lord of Lords found Oob and had him.
Yo, get this kid out of here, dude. Is this kid stronger than Goku?
Donate the divine energy that reincarnated from Kid Buu. Vegeta gives Goku the
No, it's his divine energy. He hasn't reached it yet.
divine power, and with it, Goku creates a giant key version.
Dude, hold up. I'm calling copyright on Naruto. Okay, ring. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball just took your Susanoo. Sorry about that. It sucks to suck, noob. Okay, crazy.
Of himself to hold Moro's arms back as his real body delivers the final punch, ending Moro and saving the day. Afterwards, Buu returns to
Holy
normal and
aura.
forgets his time as the Great Lord of Lords. The Dragon Balls are used to fix the universe, and the Galactic Patrol have an award ceremony where Goku, Vegeta, Jocko, and even Meris are given awards. It's revealed that Shin asked to
Yo, how in the world? This is crazy. He's back? How?
exchange his own life for Meris.
Oh my god. Thank God. Oh my god. I love this now. We're cooking now. We're chill.
The Grand Priest was moved by his gesture and erased Meris himself temporarily, then restored him as a mortal to save him. So Meris now has a lifespan and no more angel powers. Can he still use Ultra Instinct? Who knows? With that settled, the Galactic
Maybe.
Patrol celebrate as Beerus and Supreme Kai are punished for allowing an angel to be lost. Peace has returned to the universe, for now. During this brief piece, I want to thank the channel members who make affording things like voice acting possible. Consider
Okay. Okay, guys. That was an awesome video. Next, if this video gets 1 like, I'll do the granola arc. Who knows? I might even do the superhero arc. Maybe, just maybe. Yo, that's gonna be so crazy, dude. Okay, bye guys. See you in the next one.